Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a little bit of shorter term technical analysis on Bitcoin, because today's video was supposed to be me showing you the technical reasons why I thought a breakout above a key level of resistance was going to be coming today. But then right as I sat down to record the video, the breakout happened and I managed to get my exchange up in time and trade it, so the video's a little bit later than it should have been. As you guys can even see here on the hourly chart, Bitcoin was testing resistance at $7,630, and not very long ago, Bitcoin broke to the upside. If we look here on the minute chart, then Bitcoin broke bullish. Now, at the time of recording this, Bitcoin's having a little bit of a pullback now, but we'll discuss that in today's video. I swear to you guys, the original title of this video was supposed to be "A Big Breakout is Coming on Bitcoin. This Weird Pattern Proves It," and then literally, I'm serious, I sat down to record right here, and then I was like, oh, it looks like Bitcoin's actually about to break, so I opened my exchange and managed to get a bad entry up here, made a little bit of profit. But anyway, we're going to be discussing that move in today's video, how we were able to predict it, what we can learn from it, and we're also going to be discussing where Bitcoin will be heading from here. But before we get into it, there's a couple things I would like to humbly ask you to do. First of all, if you do actually like the video, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps out the video and the channel in the YouTube algorithm, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. One more thing I want to mention before we get started, guys, is the value of the first cohort. I was trading this move and this move yesterday when I wasn't able to record right here. We traded both of those moves in the first cohort. On one of those trades, I made over 60%. I was in a call with John and Mattia over there. Hi, guys, if you're watching this video. We were able to bounce off of each other, share ideas, talk about levels of support and resistance that we saw, and it was very helpful to have that community and to be able to call trades for one another so we could actually make those profitable trades. All told, if you add up the trades we made while we were working in this market 2 days ago, I probably made cumulatively about 150% on this move because we kept trading the volatility. That right there would pay for the first cohort membership forever. If you guys want access to that kind of value, the first cohort is down below. There's a lot of people over there. The community's really started to get going, and I look forward to seeing you there. Anyway, I didn't want to spend too much time on that, but I did want to mention it because it was really cool, and I really enjoyed talking to you guys. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and dive on into this. The first thing I want to talk about here is the inverse head and shoulders pattern that we have been discussing here on the channel for the last several days. As you will know, Bitcoin had a shoulder right here, a head right there, and a shoulder right there. We were able to predict this move to the upside with Bitcoin breaking above this neckline right there, and that's where a lot of those gains I was talking about a few minutes ago were made. From there, over the last couple of days, Bitcoin has been trading sideways here, and it's been testing a very important level of resistance that up to an hour ago, Bitcoin had not yet broken, and this is what I was going to talk about in today's video before the breakout actually happened. As you guys can see, this level right here of $7,635, that's a very important level. Why is that an important level? Because we tested it multiple times, once and twice over here, a third time, a fourth time, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth, and then on the ninth time, just a few minutes ago, Bitcoin managed to break bullish out of it. That's that weird pattern that I was going to talk about, guys. As you guys will well know, if you're in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy and you've watched this video on gauging the strength of support and resistance, you will know that if Bitcoin tests a level 8, 9, 10 times, it probably means it's going to break. That's how we were able to predict this move, along with other technicals that I'm about to show you. And like I said, after that, we'll get to what Bitcoin does next. Remember, guys, the Black Friday sale, it is Black Friday, ends today on CT2A. If you want to get access to the course here, the link's down below. That will be expiring at midnight tonight, though. But Bitcoin testing these levels over and over and over again was one of the major reasons we were able to predict that Bitcoin was going to break it. As you can see, we had a big gap right here where Bitcoin was not testing that level, then another big gap right there, but nevertheless, Bitcoin rallied up and tested it again. Furthermore, if we zoom out here a little bit so it's a little easier to see, we're going to find that Bitcoin was in sort of a longer-term bull flag. We had a bit of a downtrend there, our flat level of resistance up there. Bitcoin had broken bullish, so if you extrapolate that out, our price target's actually sitting up a little bit above 8K, and that's what we're heading into now. Bitcoin has broken to the upside in the last 45 minutes at the time of recording this video. These videos take anywhere between 2 and 3 hours to produce and upload, so remember, by the time this video goes out, the chart will have moved. So I want you guys to understand that this is probably not the extent of the move. Bitcoin has rallied to $7,750. We'll talk about that level here in a second because it's important, but there's probably going to be more to come. Frankly, guys, I think the place that Bitcoin is going to stop out at today, or maybe we might actually even break it, is the 20 daily exponential moving average. This moving average right here is sitting at $7,890, and that's a very important moving average. When Bitcoin gets above that, that indicates a shorter term uptrend, and it indicates that Bitcoin is finally going to start going bullish again. If we can get above that, I will be very happy, and you can bet your bottom dollar I will be long as soon as we get above that. Furthermore, guys, another great thing on Bitcoin right now is the fact that the MACD is converging bullish on itself, and it's converging bullish on itself rapidly. As you guys can see, we're probably going to have a bullish cross today when this trading day ends at 8 p.m. Eastern time. When the new candle opens, because of the momentum this MACD line has against the signal line, there's probably going to be a cross in about 11 hours. And furthermore, guys, Bitcoin went very overextended down here on the daily RSI, down to 22. It doesn't happen a whole lot. You look at the history of Bitcoin, the last time that happened was a year ago. What do we always say in the first cohort? What do I say here on the channel a lot? Make sure you're getting a good deal. Make sure you're trading when there is low RSI if you're long. Make sure the RSI is high if you're short. Make sure you're getting a good deal and have room to run with your profits. And we most certainly do right now. Furthermore, guys, and this is pretty important also, we're about to have another golden cross on Bitcoin, and I don't really see anyone talking about this. I'm probably going to make a dedicated video on this because it's that important, but for now, I'll go ahead and throw it in with this one. As you can see, the 50 looks to be crossing above the 100 weekly simple moving average here in the next couple of weeks. The last time that happened was at the beginning of the last bull market, and when it did happen, followed were 4 weeks of bullishness. I mean, it's not spraying yet, but I'm okay with 4 more weeks of bullishness. I'm so funny. I know. But anyway, the point is that will be literally the second time in the history of Bitcoin that has ever happened. Bitcoin has pretty much never crossed bullish on itself like that before. We have the entire history of Bitcoin on our chart right now. The only time it's ever happened was right there, and we're about to see it happen again. That's a good sign, because as you can see, that happened at the beginning of the last bull market, and that kind of kicked off the actual upwards movement rather than this sideways action that we were in for about 6 months. Oh wait, we've been in this kind of downward sideways action for the last 6 months. So what are we looking forward to? Hopefully some bullishness coming into the end of the year. Maybe we'll get a good Christmas present. One more thing to keep in mind, guys, is on the weekly chart, the RSI and the MACD are looking pretty solid. Now, you might look at this and say, Jeb, what are you talking about? Well, one, the RSI is definitely getting into oversold territory, which means that we have more room to run if Bitcoin does move to the upside. And furthermore, the MACD is resetting itself down here below the 0 level, so that when we do start moving to the upside and we have maybe a month of uptrend, we can actually have a golden cross and allow that to continue propelling us forward. The last time we had a bullish cross, on the MACD was back here at the beginning of the year, and it kicked off a 6-month bull market. So what does all this mean for Bitcoin, and what's the trade? Here's the deal, guys. I think we've just put a trend reversal in. I think that Bitcoin is done with its bearishness, at least for now. I want to wait for confirmation before I say that for sure, and for me, confirmation would be 3 to 4 days above the 20 daily exponential moving average. That's this yellow moving average right here. If Bitcoin gets above that, stays above it for 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 days, even if it comes down and tests support on it and bounces bullish, that is confirmation for me that we're entering a new uptrend. As you can see, this moving average caressed the market for 6 months as Bitcoin rallied to the upside, and Bitcoin managed to bounce off of it every time it came down to it. It's an important moving average, and we've been below it and trading sideways through it for several months now. If we can get above that and stay above that, that's going to be a good sign, and I think we're probably going to do that before Monday. So guys, what's the takeaway here? The takeaway here is this. 1, I think Bitcoin is starting a trend reversal. We've been talking about that on the channel for a week and a half about how the potential for that is there. I mean, all of these videos here, this one, this one, this one, this one, that one, kind of, all of those, we were talking about how it looked like the bottom for Bitcoin was close, especially with that inverse head and shoulders pattern, and that's what's happened. Bitcoin at the time of recording this is breaking even farther to the upside. Let's look down here on the minute chart. Check this out, guys. We're at the high, and it looks like we're about to have a breakout. I would totally be buying Bitcoin right now and trading this with a tight stop loss if I were on exchange, but alas, I'm not. I'm recording a YouTube video. So guys, the takeaway is this. Yes, Bitcoin is breaking to the upside. Yes, I think Bitcoin is bullish, but also make sure you keep in mind there's always a bearish potential, because yes, I know, I see this, I see that uptrend of resistance, I see this uptrend of support. I realize that's a rising wedge and that could break bearish. We'll talk about that in tomorrow's video if it becomes relevant. There's always going to be a bearish component to any trade. Always make sure that you're prepared for everything, and always make sure that you don't lose hope, guys. Something I've learned lately is that no matter how bad things are, normally things just kind of seem to work out. We live in such a good world nowadays that even if something goes horribly, horribly wrong, normally, I'm not saying always, but normally it's going to end up working out. I like to be kind of pessimistic because I always live a life of pleasant surprises when things do actually go my way. But keep in mind, guys, that normally things are going to go better than they are, and especially sitting here the day after Thanksgiving, I want us all to remember how much we do have, because a lot of us focus on the things we don't have. I mean, guys, it's remarkable that we even have computers and microphones and lights and cameras and this thing right here. I mean, it's crazy that we can have all of this stuff and it doesn't even matter. Like, we're not hurting for food. We have all of this stuff that we don't need. We have wallets and coffee mugs and tape measures and pens. I just think it's crazy that we have all of this stuff and we're still not thankful for what we have. We still feel so entitled to gains on Bitcoin, gains in the real world. I think we need to remember to be thankful for what we have here, because we have a very big opportunity when Bitcoin is mooning or when Bitcoin is crashing, because volatility is king. And even if Bitcoin isn't moving at all, the community here is enough for me. Speaking of community, guys, like I said, the first cohort has been working pretty well. We've had a lot of good trades going on over there. If you guys are interested in jumping on in here, I would highly recommend it. We have these 8 videos over here, and we also have, of course, the private Discord server. There's a lot of people over there now, and we're starting to build a good community. I'm getting to know you guys. It's going great. I'm loving it. If you guys want to join, it's $25 a month. That is nothing. I mean, there are groups like this that go for over $1,000 a month. I am serious. There are people that charge half a Bitcoin for private groups like this. I'm not here trying to make 200 grand a month off of you. That's not the point of this. The point of this is to get to know you guys better and to share in our experience with trading. So if you guys want to join our community down below and get in on some of the fun, the link is down below. And also remember, guys, the sale on the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy ends today. If you want to learn how to do technical analysis and you want to learn how to call breakouts like this, how to trade breakouts like this, I highly recommend this, guys. We're about to cross 1,000 students in CT2A, and that is absolutely crazy to me. There are 34 videos and over 10 hours of content that's going to teach you everything you need to know about technical analysis. There are 34 videos and 10 hours of content here that's going to teach you pretty much everything you need to know about technical analysis. There's still some stuff I want to add here moving on into December and January, but this is just about the closest thing to a completely comprehensive technical analysis course that I have ever seen, and I know from my students that it works. If you're interested in learning about the first cohort or the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, you can ask people in the comment section down below what they think. You can shoot me an email if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, and you can join our Discord server down below to see what our students think about the products. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it up. One thing I will mention also, since TradingView came back up and it reminded me, TradingView has a 60% off deal going on right now. It ends tonight. If you use my link down below and you sign up for a paid membership, you'll get 30 bucks. So go ahead and use that link. Helps me out. It'll help you out. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today's video. I'd love to hear what you thought about today's video in the comment section down below. Make sure to drop a like on the video if and only if you actually like the video. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Before we go, I do want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh!